Hello friends, in this session we are going to see about JPA and how it differs from Hibernate. But even before that, first we need to know what is JPA. JPA is Java Persistence Architecture, and it is just a specification, okay, and it is not a implementation at all, and it is actually published by Sun Microsystems. Why? Because everyone had been following their own set of standards or their own set of connections, right? So there was no common standard like a USB connection. So to avoid those different types of connection and the confusion, okay, a common interface was needed, and a commonly agreed standard was published for the public to use it like afterwards. So it was created for a good purpose. So it is like a typical architecture of a house. So it was mainly for RDBMS standardization they created. And if you look at this, JPA was created to unify and replace the previously existing Java persistent specifications of EJB, CMP and JDO. EJB is Enterprise Java Beans, CMP is Container Managed Persistence, JDO is Java Data Objects. Actually it did not replace both. Both are actually existing parallelly even now, okay. And then JPA was published in May 2006 in JSR 220 expert group, okay. So that is just let's say a serial number for JSR, okay. And then JPA is just a interface, okay, and not an implementation, actual implementation. So we can implement our own but we need to follow the interface standards, that's all. And another historical event was JDO, that is Java Data Object, was donated by Sun Microsystems to Apache to further enhance that same technology. So this is the sample JPA interface. So it has standard 5 functions, okay, that need to be implemented. So then what exactly is Hibernate? So just simply, Hibernate is one of the JPA providers. They have implemented a standard JPA interface, okay, and they are one of the most popular JPA providers, okay. And the other JPA providers are Data Nucleus, Eclipse, Apache, Toplink and all, okay. Toplink anyway it is from Oracle. So there is a very good competition among these competitors. So it is anyway good for us actually, okay. If you look at it, will give the best that we can use, okay. And these are the logos of those competitors. One among them is Oracle. Then you might have a common doubt, okay. Then Hibernate is not an ORM. ORM is object relational mapping. Actually the answer is Hibernate is also an ORM, okay. So at the same time it also abides by the rules of JPA. So Hibernate is playing it is kind of a double role here, okay. So this is the outline view of outline architecture, okay. So your host application interacts through JPA APIs to the ORM layer, and then it is a vendor specific ORM, okay, which in turn interacts with the database. ORM itself is an interesting topic, object relational mapping. So this is a typical Hibernate which implements JPA interface. So here we have an additional method like super select. Actually it can be any name, okay. So this is how you need to use the Hibernate first. First creating a JPA interface object and calling the functions inside it. So this is a typical implementation of JPA. So if you want to implement JPA on our own, okay, like the Hibernate did, then it will look something like this. So it is actually similar to the Hibernate implementation, okay, just that we have given a different name, our own name, like GUI underscore JPA. So we can even create a better one than the Hibernate itself, okay. So it is up to us how we implement the JPA standards. It's up to our interpretation and logic we implement. So the final conclusion is JPA is a API created for standardization purpose by many Java community people and for a good purpose, okay. So Hibernate is awesome and became even more awesome after implementing JPA standards. So these are the words by Cameron McKenzie. So that is all about JPA and Hibernate. So thank you friends, see you soon, bye.